Subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon to get the latest updates.
মনে করি যে আমাদের মিডিয়াতে এরকম অ্যাটাকটা লাস্ট 4 ইয়ার্সের মধ্যে মানে এত বেশি বেড়ে গেছে, মানে হিউজ। এটা একটা আমার দৃষ্টিতে মনে হয় এটাকে যদি ইচ্ছে করে মুখ্যমন্ত্রী এটাকে ইমিডিয়েট বন্ধ করতে পারেন আমার দৃষ্টিতে, কারণ যারা অ্যাটাক করছেন সংখ্যায় কিন্তু তারা খুব কম।
Between 8 September and 9 September, the state of Tripura witnessed the worst spate of political violence it has seen in some time. The offices of at least four media houses, the CPIM across several districts, and the state headquarters, and the homes of several CPIM members were torched and ransacked in this time. Now, a week after, the print visited several of these offices and spoke to several members of the CPM, which is the main opposition party in the state, as well as the editors and the journalists of several newspapers and news channels to understand how these attacks took place and the context in which this sudden spurt of political violence has occurred. This is the office of Duronto TV, a local media channel based in Udaipur in Tripura's Gomti district. On the night of 8 September, the office was ransacked by several people in a spate of similar incidents which took place across the state.
8 তারিখে আমরা জাস্ট অফিস থেকে বেরিয়ে আমি জাস্ট বাড়িতে গিয়েছিলাম, তখন আমাদের এখানে ডেস্কের কাজ করতে একটা ছেলে ফোন করলো যে স্যার কিছু লোক এসছে আমাদের এখানে অফিসে, মনে হয় সম্ভবত তারা হইচই করছে, আপনি একটু তাড়াতাড়ি আসুন। আমি সাথে সাথে আমাদের সিসি ক্যামেরা ইন্টারনেট সংযোগ ছিল, সাথে সাথে আমি মোবাইলে দেখলাম যে এখানে বাইরে কয়েকজন লোক জড়ো হচ্ছে। সাথে সাথে আমি উইদিন 20 মিনিটস আমি দৌড়ে আসলাম। আসার পরে দেখলাম মোটামুটি 20 মিনিটসের মধ্যেই এখানে আমাদের অফিসের দরজা ভেঙে, গ্রিল ভেঙে, কাঁচের দরজা যা আছে সব কিছু ভেঙে তছনছ করে দিয়েছে। উপরে আমাদের হিউজ ড্যামেজ করেছে। আমাদের যা যা দরকারি জিনিস ছিল, কম্পিউটার, পিসি, আরও তারপর করে ড্রোন, প্রফেশনাল ক্যামেরা, ডিএসএলআর, প্রিন্টার, এসি যা আছে সব কিছু তারা তছনছ করে দিয়েছে। ইভেন আমাদের এখানে যে যারা থাকে স্টাফ থেকে কাজ করেন তাদের রুমগুলোতেও আগুন লাগিয়ে দিয়েছে।
Meanwhile, a few kilometers away in the district's Shalgora area, the house of a CPI member, Shonjeep Das, was burned to the ground. All that remained was the bare bone structure and a few disfigured furniture pieces. Das, who with his family had to relocate to Agartala to live with his relatives, spoke to the print over the phone. He said, I faced damages to the tune of 50 to 55 lakh rupees. I'm not financially afloat enough to rebuild the house. I somehow have to survive. I have nothing left. The reason they did this is because I am the CPM party leader. His wife, Shuponurani Das, who was present at the site, also recalled the night. They kept screaming Jai Shri Ram outside and started pouring the petrol before setting the house on fire. I thought at that moment I wouldn't live.
Fascistic attack with a motive they have been doing. What is that? During election campaign, what they promised, they have been utterly failing to implement all these things. They have taken completely volte-face. The people have started asking them. They were allured. They used to use this phrase, double engine car. Central government run by BJP. Our Tripura, if we get BJP government, then both this engine will be attached in a car, so it will be very, very strong and there will be no problem. But after election, etc., all these things, people have started getting the experiences that what they said, all these were false, fabricated. Just they tried to allure us. So people started raising all these things, and now what they are doing, just to divert the attention of the people from their burning issues. They are thinking of by doing this, by adopting this terror tactics, the actually people may be confined in their four walls and there will be no protest, nobody will ask any questions. Can it continue for a long time? This is not the experience of history. In that way, one ruling party cannot actually muzzle the common people.
I think anywhere in India where there is large scale of communist presence, whether it is West Bengal, Kerala, or in Tripura, there has been a culture of political violence, social boycott, and so on and so forth. And this intolerance, political intolerance, has remained in the state. Even in West Bengal, if you see, the communists are no longer there. They are zero in the assembly. Yet their culture has been adopted by newer political parties or different political parties who are fighting for the space. And the same thing has happened in Tripura, where the communists today may no longer be in power, but their culture of violence, intolerance, social boycott has prevailed, has continued to prevail in Tripura. And what you're seeing here is a continuation of the same acts of violence, only under different flags and banners. That the communists were doing it when they were in power. There were a lot of workers who were killed of the Congress party, of INPT and the other regional parties. So today, it's revenge politics. Whoever is in power tries to take the revenge of whoever was attacked when they were out of power. So it's very clear that BJP is behind this, and BJP has learned this act of intimidation by they imitating the communists who have done the same thing not very long ago.
The Tripura BJP spokesperson Shubroto Chakraborty, however, denied the charges that the spate of such incidents had increased over the last 3.5 years under the Biplop Deb government. He told the print, "There was also an instance that night where a BJP worker was beaten up in front of the CPIM office in Udaipur. That's where these incidents started. Every action has a counter reaction. Those who say that these incidents have increased now haven't seen how state politics has unfolded in the last 25 years. It was an oppressive regime under the CPIM, and just as we are about to bring the state out of that, they're trying to create hurdles." Following the violence, a total of 42 FIRs were lodged, of which the CPIM had filed 25, the BJP 7, and 2 were filed by media houses. According to Inspector General of Police Law and Order Orindam Nath, over 30 arrests were made in the cases, including 19 on non-bailable offences. Till now, however, the investigations haven't ascertained blame on any one party, but the situation continues to be on the boil and is likely to have a bearing on the 2023 assembly elections in the state. For the print, this is Sangna Chakrabarti reporting from Tripura with camera person Suraj Singh.